good evening, or at whatever time you're watching this video. I just came back from a trip to Paris with my school, with my class, and I had this idea when I was sitting in my hostel. We were in a hostel in Paris, and outside on the street there were people shouting and screaming, but in a positive way. They were having fun, they were smoking weed, they were drinking, they were partying on the street with themselves. They were speaking French, so I couldn't really understand them, but they seemed quite happy. Now in my room it was quiet, but I'm like, well, what is the difference between those people and the people in my room? Why isn't there such a ambience? Why isn't like such a vibe in my room? Why isn't everyone happy in here? So I kind of started thinking about this, and it's like 3 or 4 days ago that happened, but I still remember what I was thinking. So kind of my question was, what makes people happy, but also what makes people unhappy? Because is it the people you're around? Is it diet? So what's the difference? So I kind of came to the conclusion that it's kind of our thoughts. It's kind of the it's kind of our thoughts. How we feel is a reflection of what we think. Let's say you feel bad, okay? But it starts with a thought. So let's say you just had an argument during school about a pen, and you know it was your pen, but she didn't want to give you it back. She said it was her pen, and you know it was your pen. You know it, and she knows it too. So you're home, and you're kind of thinking about this argument, and you're like, oh no, I should have said this, I should have said that, and you kind of realize that you're getting quite upset. You're kind of like making yourself nervous. You're kind of messing yourself up because of these thoughts, and these are negative thoughts. These come with negative emotions, and this goes down, down, down. And we can sometimes sit there 30 minutes, an hour, just thinking negatively about ourselves, about other people. And this is kind of what makes you unhappy. You're not happy in the moment. You're really not happy. And it kind of infects you, you know. It starts with just like, oh, this happened. Oh, I should have said that. Oh, she's a bitch. You know, you can kind of start thinking. But the opposite can be true too. The opposite can be true too. You start thinking, oh, well, that guy that I saw on the street, we had a nice hi. What a nice guy. He's so nice. I wonder what he's doing right now. I wonder what she's doing right now. Oh, you know, I'm so grateful that I got the job. I'm so grateful for today. I met this person in the fitness. He was very nice. I actually did. He was a very nice guy. He was 23 years old. I wonder what his life is like. What is he thinking right now? What are his views on this? What does he think of nature? Does he spend time in nature? Does he go running? I saw him in the fitness. What's his diet like? Now these are like more positive thoughts. And it might sound like silly, really silly. Yes, no, it's like, well, what the fuck are you thinking? We can try to think more positively by being grateful for things. Now, the easiest way to do this is to manually think these thoughts. You can, before you go to sleep, grab a piece of paper, and this is like an advice that I skipped for a very long time. But I can tell you this now, it is worth it. It is 100% worth your time to grab a piece of paper and a pen and write it. Lay it on your desk, and you can decide if you want to write or not. No, before you go to sleep in your room, if you have a desk, or just beside you on your table, or your night table. And every night before you go to sleep, you think about this thing. What am I grateful for? Well, I'm grateful for going to my grandma's house today. I am. I just went there, and I'm truly grateful for it. Now, if I write this down in the evening, well, it's just on paper now. What does this have to do with anything? Now, when tomorrow, I'm sitting in class, and maybe I will be thinking, well, it was quite nice, was it? Because you're kind of forcing your thoughts into positive thinking from the night before, and this, you'll catch yourself having these positive thoughts here, there, okay, yeah. And what you should realize is that the positive thoughts, they also infect your life. And this is something really big. It's life changing, it truly is, because if you're just sitting there in your bedroom and you're thinking negatively, most of your thoughts are negative. Even my thoughts, and I spend a lot of time curating my own thoughts. And I would say, I don't know, 50-50 positive, negative. But every thought is either positive or negative. You have to realize this. You're a thinking machine, right? You're just a factory of thoughts. You have the good guy and the bad guy in the factory, and they kind of both, they pull each other in, they pull each other out, And you should invite the positive guy. You should invite the guy that's inspired to think. You should invite the factory owner that is positive. He wants to look at things from a positive side, from motivational side. Okay, let's just do it. And we have to change our mind. We have to. Because if we don't, we will just get caught into this negative thinking, negative spiral, because our brains were not really made for today's concerns. They're extremely complex, It used to be just, get food, get water. That used to be our problems, and that is what we would be thinking about and be anxious about. But now it can be like a super complex situation with taxes, social relationships, just extremely weird situations where people are texting each other through imaginary devices. I'm just joking here, but you kind of get the point. And so how do we do this? How do we manually change these thoughts that we have? I already told you, it's journaling. Credit to journaling. Just write something down you're grateful for. And it sounds super silly, like even I to this day, I think it's silly. And I've been doing this since September. It's May now. So like half a year. And I still think it's silly. And even I sometimes mess up, I sometimes don't even do it. But then I think, yeah, okay, I should do it the next day, and then I do it the next day, and it's no problem, and I just keep going, And it's no problem if you skip a day, But you should think about it. What am I grateful for? Okay, that's nice, that's nice. What is something I can do better next day? What is something I could have done better today? And it's these thoughts that will improve your life in a positive way. So you get the point. I'll quit the video here. I hope you understand the message that I'm trying to purport here. I do hope you implement some of the things that I told you. I think it's an important message for people because so many people are overthinking, they're stressed. Almost, yeah, everyone I know is overthinks. Everyone. Even it's no exception to the rule. And I think there are many things that are causing that. Take care of yourself, take care of your friends, take care of your family. Make sure you spread positivity in the world, and goodbye.